Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to UCTV, presented by Unitas Caritas. We are here live for the very first time over at Diamond Nation in Flemington, New Jersey, bringing you Immaculata Spartan softball. Immaculata will be facing the Gill St. Bernard's Knights today. Head coach for your Spartans is Coach Gary Burry. And we are going to get right away with today's first pitch. And we have a strike to start off the UCTV season here on softball. Pitching for the Spartans today, number 7 freshman pitcher, Aubrey Pagzowski. Right-hander out of Immaculata. Looks to get started here. We have a quick hot shot over to third base, and that one is thrown out. One out quickly for the Spartans. Playing over there at third base for the Spartans is number 3, senior Molly Ferrer. We've said her name quite a few times here on the broadcast for the basketball season, and she commands the Spartan defense at the corner. 2 pitches, 1 out for Pagzowski. She leaves that first one down in the dirt, 1-0 count. Immaculata so far this season is 0-3 and 0-3 in the Skyland Delaware Conference. As for Gill St. Bernard's, they are 3-1 on the season and 2-1 in the Skyland Valley Conference. 1-0 pitches fouled off to the left side. 1-1 count coming up. Now also, folks, if you're joining us for the first time here at Diamond Nation, we have some very, very wonderful new additions to Diamond Nation. As a former athlete myself here at Immaculata, class of 2019, they have done fantastic work on the fields here. They are in clean, pristine condition, and the scoreboards are very well done too. We even have the pitch radar up out in right center as well. So very, very fun and very enticing to see. 1-2 count coming up. That rise ball is high for Pagzowski. 2 squared all the way. Two count coming up. That one's fouled off the left side and somehow finds its way through the the netting and finds its way into the rotunda of Diamond Nation. 2-2 count once again. Second and third baseman in on the grass. That one misses just outside. Full count coming up here. At the plate right now for Gill, number 6, McKinley Weiss, the sophomore. She's got a full count here, looking to make something happen. And she's going to leave that one low. First walk of the game given up by Pagzowski, and Gill's going to have one on here in the first. Now stepping in for the Knights, number 14, Samantha Kalinak, the junior, right fielder and shortstop. The 0-0. That one gets 5-hold through the catcher, and that's going to be an easy advance for the Knights. Now have their first runner in scoring position here in the contest. No count. That one is fouled off to the right side, out of play. 1-1. We're very excited to be here at Diamond Nation. We're going to be doing some softball and some baseball games. This is the first of 7 or 8 games I think we have coming up. So very, very exciting. That one fouled off. 1-2 count coming up. We're also very much excited for the multitude of camera angles that we are able to have provided with us, and we very much appreciate your viewership at home. One-two count. That one's fouled off once again. Gill has been very disciplined at the plate early on so far, making good contact, fouling off pitches when necessary. But after falling behind on the second bat of the game, Pagzowski finds herself in a position here at 1-2. Delivers. That one's low. Squirts out just beyond the batter's box, but quickly corralled and recovered, and no one's going to advance. 2-2 count coming up. Pitch inside, fisted over to first base. Quick roller. That one's easily taken over there by number 2, Emma Stefanski, the senior first baseman for the Spartans. That advances the runner over for Gill, however, and now they have one on third base, 2 outs. Segments at the plate for the Knights now. Number 12, Ella Martinelli, the junior. 0-0 count. Tries a little slow ball out on the outside corner, just misses that. 1-0 count coming up. One-0 is fouled back. 1-1 count. Spartan defense playing pretty straight up in the dirt now. As beforehand, they had the second and third baseman pretty much tight in on the grass area, and that's usually a product of certain hitters being slap hitters or whatnot. As that one is fouled off to the right side. A lot of these Gill hitters have either been patient or late on Pagzowski's pitches, but she's been getting it up to the 54 to 56 mile per hour range. 1-2, Pagzowski's in the driver's seat again. She delivers. That one's high. 2-2. Two-two count coming up. She delivers. That one's chopped off inside, just over the head of the first baseman. Gill is going to score the first run of the game. That is an RBI single there for Ella Martinelli. Now checking into run at first base for Gill is number 22, Callie Witt. So I guess that would pretty much indicate that Martinelli, 12, who just hit that one, is going to be the catcher for Gill in today's contest, and they are allowed the courtesy runner on that one. 0-0 count, 2 outs. Gill leads 1-0. One man on first. That one's low, 1-0. Pagzowski has been able to locate the greatest so far in this first inning. However, she's been very valiant in making those pitch attempts, and Gill has not gotten good contact on any of them so far. As that one's down, 2-0 count. That last play just went over the head of the first baseman. The 2-0. Locates that one well inside. Jams her. 2-1 count coming up. Batting for Gill right now is number 13, the senior, Emily Titsworth. She's got a 2-1. Hitters count here. Fouls out one back, brings it to 2-2. So Pagzowski in the driver's seat once again. 2-strike count. See if she can get something done here. She looks in, accepts her pitch, plates the mound. Rolls back, delivers. Tries to locate that one inside, just misses. 3-2, 2 outs, payoff pitch coming. She sets, delivers. Gets her on the slow ball. Ball dropped and tagged out. And Paczkowski gets her first strikeout of the game to end the top of this first inning. 1-0 Gill. We'll be back with you momentarily here on UCTV, presented by Unitas Caritas. Welcome back to UCTV, presented by Unitas Caritas. We're just about ready for the bottom of the first. Pitching for the Gill St. Bernard's Knights, going to be number 13, Emily Titsworth, the senior. And leading off for the Spartans is going to be number 1, number 20, Heather Ryden. Immaculata's going to look to get back that first run that they received, try and equalize the score. And the first pitch there for Titsworth is a bit outside, 1-0 count. Ryden flashes bunt, pulls away, still a strike. Ryden leading off for the Spartans, having a good season so far, 5 for 9. As she's going to try to lay one down the right side and just misses that one. It's going to go to a 1-2 count. One-two count coming up for Ryden. And that one's 2 inside for Titsworth. 2-2 coming up. Ryden's going to lay that one down along the first base side, and she's going to beat that one out. Bold choice to bunt on 2 strikes there, but she gets it down and done. And she improves to 6 for 10 on the season, now batting at a .600 count through the first 3+ games of the season. Now batting for the Spartans, number 8, Ava Giglio. She fouls that one back out of play, 0-1 count. Giglio 2 for 11 on the year so far, 1 RBI. Definitely going to want to look and improve that one, today's contest. One's driven out into center field, and that one's going to be easily handled out there by Charlotte Pryor Brown, sophomore. One out, one on for the Spartans. Coming up to the plate now for them is number 3, Molly Ferreira. And as we've mentioned, we've seen her many times before on this broadcast, helping commandeer the Immaculata Lady Spartans basketball team. She shoots that one right back up the middle. Gill looks to turn 2, and they do. 1-6-3 double play, and Gill gets out of that inning quickly and retires the top 3 batters for the Spartans. Bottom 1 here is completed. We move on to the second. Gill 1, Spartan 0. We'll be back with you soon. All right, good. Welcome back to UCTV, presented by Unitas Caritas. Now here for the top of the second. And that first pitch, top of the second, is fouled straight back. 0-1 count. Batting for the Knights here, number 4, junior, Bryn McCarthy. She faces an 0-1 count. Change up left high and away. 1-1. Bagzowski had a pretty decent showing in the first inning. Gave up a run on a singular hit. She's going to look forward to try to shut them down in the middle order to the lower half of their lineup. She falls a bit behind. 2-1 count coming up here. Shot right back up the middle. Taps off second base. That's going to be a no-out single there for Bryn McCarthy. Now batting for the Knights, number 8, Lexi Kolensky, junior third baseman. We're going to have a shoe tie on the floor here for a moment. Also, going to be done talking to myself for once because we finally got someone else on the headset. So show yourself.
It's me. It's me, Jake. Rob.
Yeah. Rob, welcome. Pleasure to have you. As there's a bunt laid down, and they're going to let that one roll foul.
It's a pleasure to be here, Jake.
Smart play by Ferreira. Let that one go. 0-1 count coming up. Yeah, Rob, so, especially being here in the central Jersey area, just bit of abysmal weather in the past week. Now we have a nice sunny day for some ball. So
yeah, it's a nice day. Thankfully, we were inside at the Hall of Fame where it didn't matter that it was raining.
Yeah, it's nice to see the sun again and be out on the field. So love to have that.
Yeah, we definitely got lucky today. And I'll tell you what, the facilities here at Diamond Nation look phenomenal, Jake. I don't know if you touched on that yet, but looks like they have some new turf in here. The amenities for us to set up were just first class and makes our job a lot easier. So kudos to Diamond Nation today.
Yeah, I did touch on it at the very beginning because honestly it's been a while for me, and I was just quite surprised. So it's very, very good to see what's been going on over here. Is that 1-2's fouled off? You know, they're still working on other parts of the field, getting all tuned up for the, you know, inevitable crazy summer circuit that this place sees. Diamond Nation is probably one of the biggest baseball complexes in the entire country, only second to maybe the Perfect Game in Georgia. But, you know, they've really done numbers since I've been here. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's quite a facility. I mean, it looks almost like an amusement park as you walk in. There's an exit, an entrance. There's Rita's Italian Ice and pretzels and popcorn and you name it. Maybe we'll get here when they're open, do a one-bite review on some of that stuff.
Yeah. In the meantime, while we were talking, Pagzowski gets her second strikeout of the game. 1 out, 1 on for the Knights. So that one's fouled off yet again. Up at the plate now for the Knights, number 16, Charlotte Pryor Brown. We get set back in play once again. Pagzowski looks, delivers.
Catches him.
Yeah.
Catches him on a change up there.
Had her totally fooled on that one, way out in front. Pagzowski, good pitch there. She's back in the saddle again with an 0-2 count.
I have a feeling we'll see the heat here. Could be wrong.
We'll either see a waste pitch or right out of the tack. And she tried to go right in attack, but Pryor Brown just able to foul that one straight back. Still at an 0-2. I unfortunately didn't see the radar on that one. Pagzowski's consistently been in the mid to high 50s. And Pryor Brown shoots that one through the third base gap and gets a quality base hit in an extreme pitcher's count at 0-2. The Knights are going to have first and second with 1 on. Coming up to the plate for the Knights now is going to be number 11, Reagan Scalfani, the freshman. Interesting balance of freshmen through seniors for both of these schools so far.
Yeah, there seems to be a number of underclassmen on both teams.
That one's down and in for Pagzowski, 1-0 coming up. You know, Rob, that is one of the caveats of being both of these are private schools. You know, you're able to get kids that could potentially be very good very early on, and, you know, it kind of plays a little bit of a different dynamic than what a public school might say.
Sure.
As Pagzowski falls behind here on Scalfani. 2-0. That one's inside. 3-0. Scalfani might look to see a strike here. We'll see if she picks the bat up off her shoulders or will try to attack this count. She takes one right down the middle. 3-1. Now in the hitter's count, Scalfani's going to look to do something here. The last thing you want to do is walk the bases loaded, so we'll see what Pagzowski has here. She leaves that one high and away. Bases loaded, 1 out. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a mound meeting. Some words of encouragement for their fellow teammate. Try to get the job done here.
Yeah, this is an important at-bat here. Immaculata really needs to get an out on the board, give them a lot more options with 2 outs.
It is early on in the game, but Immaculata, as that one goes over the back, no runner. 1-0 count. Immaculata is playing infield in everywhere, so it looks like they're going to sell out to get the runner at home. They do not have the second and baseman and shortstop out in any double play coverage, so it seems quite inevitable. They will be going home no matter what. As that one's fouled off, it's the right side. Number 5, Isabella Mecca, up at the plate now for the Knights. One count. Coming up here, Bagzowski delivers. That one's popped up. First baseman ranging over. Just in play, just unable to grab it. 1-2 count, Bagzowski. It's where she wants to be in this count right now. See what she's able to deliver here. Big spot for both teams here early on in the contest. She looks
critical. Another foul ball.
Yeah, Gill has been all over the softball today, and you know I've seen a lot of foul balls early on. I'm quite surprised. We'll try the 1-2 again. She gets the pitch, looks in. That one's ripped out into left field. Oh, just off the hands. And they cannot get the force out at third. Good contact there for Mecca, but left field just could not come up with it. Maddie Falvey out there for the Spartans. Had it in the glove and just was out of reach to make the play there. Gill only gets one on that play.
Yeah, I think they were lucky. It wasn't 2 outs on that one. They would have scored definitely at least one more with the runners running.
Yes, of course. Runners held in the expectation of a catch there,
sure.
But they're only able to get across one. Spartans almost got the force out at third, but just missed out on that. We're gonna go again here. 1 out, bases loaded. And Weiss sticks back in the box. Low and away misses. 1-0 count. Immaculata infield in. Pryor Brown over at third base for the Knights. Straight shot hit right over to Giglio. Immaculata gets a very much needed second out.
Yeah, that was critical.
2 hard hit balls for Gill in this second time through the order coming around now. As 14, Samantha Kalinak steps back into the box. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Spartans back at full position. They'll take an out at any base. That one's hit on over to the right side. Cleanly fielded. And they get the third out. Caroline Duffy over there at second ranges over. Tosses it on over.
Let's see if the Spartans can put a little something together here this inning.
Yep, no doubt. Bottom 2 coming up. Gill leads 2-0. Immaculata's to come. Welcome back to UCTV, presented by Unitas Caritas. We're here for the bottom of the second. Batting for the Spartans now is number 9, left fielder, Matty Falvey. First pitch, outside, 1-0 count. That one just misses outside, 2-0 count. Falvey's 2 for 8 so far in the season, 2 RBIs. 2-0. That one misses low and outside just again. Falvey's got a 3-0 count. 3-0. That one's high up near Falvey's head. She gets a pretty easy walk, 4 pitches, straight to first for Falvey. Now stepping in for the Spartans, number 30, Caroline Duffy. Like we've noted about some other Spartans, we've mentioned Duffy's name quite a few times here at the UCTV broadcasts. She's 2 for 10 on the season. She's got a 1-0 count. She sends that one out into left field. It is misplayed. That one is rolling to the wall. Spartans are rounding second and third. They're going to wave her home. Falvey is going to score with ease. And Caroline Duffy has herself her first RBI of the year on a double out to left field. And Immaculata quickly gets back 1 run here in this second inning.
And another mention of Duffy, right? We just roll from basketball to softball. Great shot there. RBI, get the Spartans on the board.
Yeah, if we were to have some sort of UCTV awards, we would have quite a few names to mention, and she would definitely be in one of those contests.
Absolutely.
And quickly after that hit by Duffy, head coach Gill St. Bernard's comes out to talk to his pitcher, Coach Sorella. And Gill promptly comes out of their mound meeting, hopes to reset. An 0-0 pitch over to Emma Stefanski. 1 for 6 on the year. 1-0. Swings at a pitch. Pretty outside. 1-1. Got a runner in scoring position. Duffy's over at second. Fancy's going to look to do something here. Batting in the 6 hole. As they stick that pitch. Misses. 2-1. Swung through there by Stefanski. 2-2 count coming up. Smacked up the middle to Stefanski. Throws that one over to first, but is able to advance it. As Duffy's going to advance to third. Spartans now have 1 out. Runner on third and a potential sacrifice opportunity coming up for the catcher. That one shot out into right center. Duffy's going to tag, throw home, and Duffy's going to slide in. Duffy ties up this game, runs home, and
we have to find out who number 88 is.
It's Sophia Alcivar.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have the wrong number on my list.
Yeah, I think I think she had a number change listed as 84 now instead of 36 on the NJ.com roster. Alcivar brings in the second run of today's game. As Reagan Kenny shoots one down the right field line. And a very, very nice play made out there in right field
Nice hit
for
and a
Gill.
nice catch.
Yeah, it was Reagan Scalfani out there in right field. Makes a good catch. And ends the bottom of this second here. We move on to the third. Immaculata ties it up 2-2.
Where was he?
Let's go, El. Go. All right, El. Go out last.
Welcome back here to UCTV. We are ready here for the top of the third. And Ella Martinelli steps in for the Knights. Pagzowski's out there, ready to start her third inning. She steps out. First pitch to the top of the third. That one's fouled off. Oh, 1 count coming up. Immaculata is shaded. Looks a little bit to the right. That one's fouled off to the right. A lot of the Gill hitters so far have been exclusively fouling it off over to the right side. It seems like Immaculata's outfield has adjusted to that, as out in center is Ryden, and she is shaded a few paces off the right side of second base. That one's fouled off once again over to the right side. Pagzowski finds herself in comfortable position once again in the 0-2 count. She gave up a hit last time. In the last 0-2 count she gave in, so she's going to look to capitalize once again. We take a brief moment of pause. She steps back in. The 0-2. That one's fisted on over to first base. Not over the head of Stefanski this time, and she's able to make the play. 1 out for the Spartans. One out, no one on for the Spartans. So they get ready once again. Fastball inside misses. It's Sitzworth. She's got a 1-0 count. 1-0, Pagzowski delivers. Rise ball misses up top. 2-0. Gill so far this season has amassed quite the offense, scoring 8-3, 15 and 9 respectively in their 4 contests this season. They've gotten 1 run in each inning so far. But Pagzowski is going to see if she can change that and have a score-free inning up here in the top of the third.
see if we can keep Gill off the base here.
They won't be able to this time as Titsworth draws a 4-pitch walk. Gill's going to have 1 out, 1 on. And Gill's going to get a courtesy runner in there for their pitcher. It's number 7, Julia Ward, the freshman, comes in to run for Titsworth. Knights are ready to go once again. 1 out, 1 on, 0-0. That one's fouled back. 0-1 coming up.
Tell you, Jake, we're definitely seeing our share of foul balls here today.
No doubt about that one, Robin. They are exclusively to the right-hand side of the field.
Yep.
So if you're a patron coming to any of these Gill games, I would suggest you sit on the first base side as yet another one gets fouled off to the right side of the field.
Bring your glove, bring your Sharpie.
Yes, Gill is a very, very patient offense, and they do wait on the ball very much, and most of them set up both inside and in the back of the box. As Pagzowski gets her 3rd strikeout of the game there. Two outs for the Spartans. That one swung on and missed there.
Another change-up, Jake. I love that pitch.
Yes, Pagzowski has been pretty effective with the changeup so far. We've seen some early swing and misses, and I'm kind of a bit surprised considering how long Gill waits on the ball. As that one shot out into left center, a little blister. It's going to find its way in a gap. And Lexi Kolensky is going to pick up a hit there. On a little end of the bat screamer that just gets over the shortstop's head. Gill's going to have 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Charlotte Pryor-Brown stepping in for Gill here with a runner in scoring position. She's going to look to give her team back the lead. She sets up tight inside on that white line. Crowds the plate. She's going to step out momentarily. We're ready to go once again. The 0-0 to Pryor-Brown. Shoots that one short into center field. That one's going to be picked up. Play at the plate. And she's got her out by a mile. What a play there by Heather Ryden. Guns down the runner at home trying to advance from second base. And Immaculata keeps this at 2-2 here in the 3rd.
That was a great play, Jake.
No doubt about it. Quality play. Good short hop pick there and a straight fire home. We'll be back with you momentarily for the bottom of the 3rd. Make sure to check us out on www.spartanlivestream.com. Here at UCTV, we strive to bring you all the athletics here at Immaculata High School. This season, we're going to be doing baseball, softball, boys lacrosse, and girls lacrosse. So if you're just tuning in us for the first time, or you're any prospective student athlete or anything like that, make sure to check us out at SpartanLivestream.com for all your related athletic video. You'll also find us on YouTube over at Unitas Caritas, Instagram at Unitas Caritas, and Facebook Unitas Caritas Foundation. We have our full schedule for the season posted up there, so you'll know every game that we come and broadcast live here at UCTV. As we're getting ready to start the bottom of the third. Already a quick 0-2 count on for the Spartans. As that one's tapped over to the second baseman short. They're going to throw her out. Stepping in for the second time today. Ryden back up at the plate. Immaculata now getting through their order for the second time. Ryden, 1-out count. She's going to try to drop a bunt down there once again. Can't get it done, 1-1. Gill's third baseman, Isabella Mecca, playing way in on the grass, and she is charging that at every which way. Ryden shows bunt, look to slap it once again, but pulls back, 2-1 count. Their second baseman's playing pretty deep out for the Knights. 2-1. Ryden flashes again. That one's high. 3-1 count for Ryden. Mecca playing well in on the grass at third base again. 3-1 slap hit Ryden right back to the pitcher. Quick out there for the Knights. Quick first out there for Emily Titsworth. 2 outs. And Ava Giglio steps back in for the Spartans. Strike one called. Quickly 0-2. Titsworth gets them. Just going to look to make quick work of this half inning. The 0-2. High outside.
1-2.
The 0-2. Off to the right side. Easy rollover to first base. And the Knights have a 1-2-3 third inning. As we get on to the top of the fourth. Gill due up. Yes. We're back here for the top of the fourth. Immaculata getting ready to start their fourth inning of defensive work. Exowski delivers the 0-0. That one just misses low. Reagan Scalfani back up at the plate for the Knights, excuse me. The 1-0. That one's sent out over into center field. And easily ranged over there by Ryden. 1 out quickly. Now stepping back in for the second time today, Isabella Mecca. One out, 0-0 count. Quick strike, 0-1. And Immaculata in a little bit of a defensive mispositioning. They have Ryden shaded well on over into left center and the left fielder hugging the left line. And that one is just sent foul. However, we've now seen a foul ball to the left side, so looks like Coach Burry has the one-up on some of these Knights players and where to defensively position his girls. 0-2 count coming up for Weiss. Exowski looks in and accepts the pitch. Toes the rubber and delivers. Fastball down at the plate, just hit on over to shortstop. Quick play across. And that one is just missed by Stefanski.
Yeah, I don't know if you could see it at home, but it did catch just a little bit of the pitcher's glove, which I think kind of threw off the timing of everything on that play. But good effort nonetheless, just didn't pan out.
Yeah, Ferreira got to it in time, and I think made a pretty decent throw over to Stefanski, but just knocked off the edge of the glove. Stepping in for the Knights. Weiss tries to steal. And Mecca picks up a steal a second for the Knights. Now they've one out, runner in scoring position for Weiss. Hot shot down the third base. They're gonna try to get a. And Weiss has some speed on the base pass as she's able to get advanced to second on that one. Mecca over at second did not have to advance to third base, but she decided to test it anyways, and the Spartans had a pretty good chance to get her out there. The throw was just a little bit high, and Weiss was able to get to second base on that. So now for Gill, they have runners in scoring position, second and third. For Samantha Kalinak. She fouls one off to the right side. Immaculata also is positioning all of their infield right up on the edge of the turf. Center field shaded over to the right. 0-1 count. That one just falls in. And Immaculata tries to throw that one in home, but they're going to get a free advance to second base. So Gill scores a run. They're now going to have second and third once again. And just as a point of information, it probably would have been ideal for Immaculata to have a cutoff player established in the infield area to make sure that there was an advance to second base, because when you throw down the home plate, and especially you let the softball go wide like that, you get a free advance on over to second base. So
Yeah, you got to watch in this game. Little things like that can add up. It's like the missed layups or rebounds in basketball, right?
yeah, so that one's fouled off to the right side. You know, as someone that played baseball here for 4 years and was player of Coach Kevin Cust for the baseball team still here, one of the things that we emphasized every single day in practice and the most was hitting the cutoff man. So, you know, being back here, I still have nightmares remembering all the drills we did with that. But, you know, in a situation that we just saw there, it just goes to show how important it is and how you can save, on a baseball diamond, 90 feet.
Sure,
So.
sure. You want to talk about nightmares? I played 30 years ago under Coach Gambino, right? Now, I look out here at Diamond Nation, this perfectly manicured turf, colored striations in it, right? Everything's perfect.
Yep. As Immaculata has a wild pitch. And again, 2 runners are going to score. Immaculata makes a little bit of a mess there of a wild pitch. Allows the runner from second to score on an overthrow over to home plate. And Gill is quickly going to break out with a 5-2 lead.
Getting back to my finely manicured field, we used to get out of school early if there were heavy winds or rains in the days preceding our games, because we would have to go down to Southside Field, which was our home field, and we would have to clean up the sticks and the debris that washed up from the creek. Bring the rakes out. We would all be raking the infield. So it's quite a long ways they've come since the days of Southside Field being the home field for the Immaculata Spartans.
Yeah, Rob, I would say in my entire time of Immaculata, you know, playing both, or rather football, basketball, and baseball, playing baseball at Immaculata was one of the greatest privileges I had. Is that one smacked into right field, and an out is called over at first base. A rare 9-3 out. You don't see many of those on the baseball diamond, do you?
No. I think it's a little more common in softball, but a great play nonetheless.
Yeah, so quality play out there over in right field by Visnick to charge on that ball and deliver a strike over to first base and get the out there. 2 outs, nobody on, 5-2 lead for Gill. That one's put in play, sent on over to third base, thrown across the diamond cleanly, and that's the end of that one here in the top of the 4th. Molly Ferreira gets the 5-3 out, and Gill responds handsomely with 3 runs here in the top of the 4th. 5-2 Gill leads. And Rob, we'll get back to our conversations momentarily.
No, you're wrong. You're way wrong.
We're back here on UCTV at the bottom of the 4th inning. Quick shot on over to shortstop. 6-3 out there for the Knights. One pitch, one out. In the bottom of the fourth.
Sharply hit by Ferreira. Molly was all over it. Unfortunately, just was right in the glove of the shortstop.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. As Matty Falvey steps in for the Spartans. That one's inside 1-0. Falvey's batting cleanup for the Spartans today in the 4th position. She looks in. Fastball outside. 2-0. Gill's defense playing straight up everywhere. Falvey rips a hot shot over to second. Fielded nicely. And the Knights get 2 quick outs. Lexi Kolensky over there at second base for the Knights. And number 30, Caroline Duffy, steps in for the Spartans. Got the scoring going for them with an RBI double in her first at-bat. As she looks at a good curveball that falls in right over the middle of the plate there. 0-1. The 0-1. Fastball. This is high and away. 1-1. Duffy sets up, looks. Fastball away. 2-1. Pittsworth gets 2 quick outs, falls a bit behind Duffy here. She works quick. Good pitch there, low and away. Gets Duffy to fan at that.
Yeah, that looked like a curveball there, Jake.
It was 52 miles an hour, so I think it looks like maybe a little bit of a slider.
Yeah, had a little motion on it for
2-2.
sure.
Almost hits Duffy down at the feet. Full count. Pittsworth looking for her second 1-2-3 inning of the contest. Needs to get one by Duffy here. 3-2 Duffy fouls that one down the third base line. We'll go again. Duffy steps in. Pittsworth quickly delivers. Fouled straight back. 2 quality ABs for Duffy so far in this contest. 1 RBI double, and 2 she's worked a full count, fouled the pair off. We'll see who wins this battle. And round 2 goes to Duffy as she draws a walk on the 3-2 count. Heads on over to first base. The Spartans have a runner on, 2 outs.
Yeah, let's see if they can get a little bit of a 2-out rally going here, Jake. They really need to try and close that gap a little bit. I know there's still a few more innings left, but never too soon to get some more on the board.
Stepping in for the second time today for the Spartans, Emma Stefanski. She takes a ball in the outside corner, 1-0. That one misses well outside. We have a 1-1 count. First pitch was a strike, mind you. 1-1 count here for Stefanski. That one's low. Duffy was out on a little bit of an island, seeing if that one was going to go past the catcher. But she retreats back to first. One. That one's down, 2-1. Stefanski in a hitter's count. Steps back in. Misses the high one there. 2-2.
3-2, Jake.
3-2. That one's lifted out towards second base. We have ourselves a 4th inning. Top 5 coming up for Gill. 5-2 they lead. Going to give a quick shout out here at the fifth inning stretch for the Unitas Caritas Foundation, preserving the proud Spartan tradition over at www.unitascaritas.com. Unitas Caritas was founded in 2018 by a group of alumni that were dedicated to helping keep and preserve the proud Spartan tradition and keeping it alive. They've done many things for the school and for both the alumni, helping with various capital improvements, setting up scholarships, also providing to you various camera works for our Spartan athletics and our Spartan events, like the recent Hall of Fame dinner that we were at. So, if you'd like to become a member, please join us over at www.unitascaritas.com. Click and select the featured link, Join the Club. All it takes is a $19.66 donation to help keep the Spartan tradition alive. Or a one-time donation is your thing. We have that availability as well. Any and all donations are appreciated very much on behalf here at UCTV. And
Absolutely.
we very much welcome all of you to keep listening in and watching with us.
If you don't like typing, just go to the link on YouTube. It's right there. You can just click, and that'll bring you over to the Unitas website. And be sure to also follow us on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Instagram at Unitas Caritas and Facebook at Unitas Caritas Foundation. We're getting ready to go here. Top 5, 1-0 count. That one's sent over in between center and second. And an easy play. Ryden ranges in. Gets the first out over there. Center, F8. One out, no one on for Gill. Off the end of the bat. Hit on right over to Ferreira. And Immaculata gets a quick 2 outs of their own. Retiring Kolensky. As Pryor Brown steps into the box, back for the second time today. 2 outs, no one on. Bagzowski delivers. That one's low. 5 holes her catcher. 1-0. Pryor Brown standing tight on that box, right on the white line. That one's fouled straight back, up and onto the net, and over to the baseball field. 1-1 count for Pryor Brown. Bagzowski gets on the rubber, rears back, delivers. That one's high. Almost directly into our field microphone.
Yeah, you heard that one at home, that's for sure.
That'll wake you up, folks.
The microphone picking up the endless chants of the players here at Diamond Nation.
And that one's just out of play over on the right side. 2-2 count. Yes, softball is very much a more verbal sport than baseball, as you will come to see. So, yeah, just takes into account all the energy, enthusiasm, and camaraderie of the sport. So, there's nothing wrong with being a little bit of active, huh, Rob?
Right.
Crowd is alive and well. 2-2, just low there on Pryor Brown. Bagzowski, full count. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. Pryor Brown very well over the plate. The payoff pitch. Sends that one inside. Bagzowski walked her. One on for the Knights. Reagan Scalfani steps back into the box. Immaculata has their corners in. Not something you'd usually see in the baseball atmosphere, but they've got Ferreira over at third and Stefanski at first playing in on the grass. Foul tipped back into the catcher's mitt. 1-1.
Now, Jacob, when you were playing here at Diamond Nation, was it turf all around the batter's area, or was that dirt?
Nope, everything was turf here. That one shot over to second, easily ranged over. That's the end of the fifth. End of the top of the fifth, rather. Spartans heading into the bottom of the fifth. 3 more chances to get back at Gill.
Yeah, the turf just seems like, I don't know, you're talking to an OG here, so I've never played on a surface like this. Always with dirt. It looks a little foreign to me. I don't know, to me it was digging in with your back foot, getting a little hole going there to explode off of. And even like sliding here seems would be a little bit different.
Yeah, so, as long as I've been here, I've been coming here for about 10 years now at least. God. I know how you feel when you start talking.
I'm telling you, man, watch how quick it goes from 10 to 30.
Well, I will say, starting high school in double-digit years ago is a milestone because now it's the double-digit years, and that was pretty gross to say. So
right.
You're going to have to teach me how to deal with that.
Yeah.
But back to your point, again, as long as I've been here, it's always been turf. However, the infield, as you see, it's kind of like that light brown color, the tanness you see of the pitcher's mound. It used to be like that all the way around. It was a lot darker, so I'll tell you in the summer it was a lot hotter. It was a hot shot over to third and a nice play made over there at third base for the Knights. Isabella Mecca gets down on her knees, gets that chopper, and throws it across the diamond and gets the first out at the bottom of the fifth. But yeah, no, the infield dirt was a lot darker, and obviously it had been used for a while, so it seemed a bit more flat and matted down.
Right.
As that one's fouled back. So the ball actually rolled quicker, obviously way less crazy bounces than dirt. It looks a bit more like the grass now looks a bit more like full and thick, kind of like the football turf.
Right.
Like we see at Torpy.
Right.
That one's sent over to the shortstop. Another quick out for the Knights. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth.
I'll tell you, at this pace, it's going to be turf talk the whole inning, right? 1, 2, 3.
I know. We started talking about turf. I can't even get this finished. But so it looks a bit more like the football turf. So it probably is a lot softer. But I will say, especially my later years here, when we were playing, it looked very. It was very tight and,
a lot less forgiving, right?
It rolled well. Yeah. If we look at it from a golf perspective, it looked like, it was like Masters green almost. This kind of looks more like aerated greens, a bit more soft, forgiving. But I haven't stepped out on any of the fields yet and really seen it, but just from the looks of it. One of the things I will say, though, that is really, really beautiful, and one of the upgrades that they've done is the outfields and the infield grass used to just be one solid color. It was that darker color.
Yep.
That more like evergreen.
Yep.
But all the fields now, they've done this two-tone, light and dark, kind of like Major League fields, like the Mo patterns.
Yep.
And it really just gives a very stunning visual effect, especially here in person. So, and the dirt also is a bit more true to color.
Yep.
That you would see in video game style, and before they water the dirt at Major League games. So they've also even added the lines. The foul lines are way more bright white. I think they seem a little bit thicker, honestly. They also kind of have the coach's box lines down the first base. That one's sent out into short. short right field. Single picked up there for the Spartans. It's number 21, Caitlin McGillivray. Knocks that one out right field. 2 outs, 1 on for the Spartans. But yeah, so they've added that, and Diamond Nation, they've gotten their insignia down on the third base line. So it's been pretty interesting to see really what they've been able to do, and hopefully we'll be able to tap into this at some point. But I think they've updated the behind the plate cameras. They've added the miles per hour on the scoreboards, and they also have something out in left center. I think they might have a center field camera view, but we'll see if UCTV can jump in on that.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to inquire. Anything we can do to make our lift a little lighter is certainly welcome.
Yeah.
So that's the end of Turf Talk with Rob and Jake.
Yeah. Get a graphic up on that segment, right? So that's the end of Turf Talk and the end of the 5th inning. Immaculata can't scrape across any runs. 5-2 Gill leads. They'll be coming up to bat here in the top of the 6th on UCTV.
Let me know. What does he got to do? He's got to keep walking away.
Top of the 6th. Nice, get ready to go.
And look what we have, Jacob.
Yeah, I was just about to say, and to no one's surprise, we have a foul ball over to the right side. Isabella Mecca at the plate for the Knights. A 1 count. Change up misses high. 1-1.
1-1.
They move the center fielder shaded over to the left side now. 1-1. Hit off the inside of the bat into the second base hole, but Duffy ranges over there nicely. Gets the first out. Top of the 6th here. One out. Immaculata has their second and third baseman positioned in on the grass. As number 6, McKinley Weiss, lefty, is up for the Knights. He's one of the slap hitters that moves forward in the box as the pitch comes and usually just tries to deliver ground ball contact. So Immaculata tries to adjust for that accordingly. However, she stays put on that one and smacks it over for a rare foul ball to the left side of the field.
Well, she is lefty, so it is like the equivalent of a right field.
You are, yes, correct.
But we'll call it an anomaly nonetheless.
Yep, was just trying to make just making a point on that one.
That was close.
That one misses down the middle for a ball. 2-1. That one's left high, 3-1. Pagzowski. Pagzowski looks, delivers. This is that one outside. Ball 4, and Weiss going to take her base over at first.
Spartans have to be careful here, Jake, not to give up any more runs. They're already starting to run out of time here. Certainly making that deficit greater would not be in their best interest.
Yes, Immaculata only has 6 more outs and 3 runs right now to cover. That one shot up the middle, potential for 2, but the spin is too much there for Giglio over at short. That softball rolls just up the top of her glove and over her head, and everybody's safe around the bases. A potential for 2 turns to 2 on for the Knights. They got first and second, 1 out, with Ella Martinelli coming up to the plate. She's receiving some counseling over from her coach over at third base. We'll see if Gill has anything planned with that. Oh, count. Immaculata's infield. Playing straight up, somewhat deep. Stefanski's pretty deep over there in the first base hole, actually. So that one hits the ground. Quickly corralled. No advance. One over Paxowski. Finds that one on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. That one misses high, 2-1. Paxowski's going to dig deep here. Try to find something in her arsenal. Get it done. 2-1. Misses that one low on Martinella. 3-1. Sets, looks in, delivers. Might have gotten away with one there.
Yeah, I think she got lucky that she took a hack at that one. I think we were looking at ball 4, but...
Yeah. Martinelli in the hitter's count. Saw it up near in her eyes, wanted to go for it, and got it on the inside. 3-2 count. Payoff pitch. Hot shot out into right center. That one's going to make it towards the wall. Martinelli's getting over to second. 2 are going to come home for the Knights. And Ella Martinelli with an RBI double out into right center. Pagzowski had to make a pitch there on that 3-2 count to avoid getting bases full. She left that one over the middle. Martinelli was able to put some good wood on it,
yeah,
or metal rather.
She definitely delivered in the clutch there.
She breaks this game open a lot more. Gill takes a commanding 7-2 lead here in the top of the 6th. And number 22, Khalil Witt, the freshman, stands in at second base as the pinch runner for Martinelli. Up at the plate for the Knights now. Pitcher, number 13, Emily Titsworth. 1 out, runner in scoring position for her. 1-0 count. She's going to look to add on to her lead. She smacks that one over into right field. And again, a 9-3 out we see here, the second one today. Solid hit there for Titsworth. Can't beat it out. However, she does move the runner over to third base. 2 outs.
Yeah, another great job to get that runner at first.
For sure.
We'll take whatever we can get right now.
Yep. Oh, Immaculata trying to stop the bleeding here. That one's a hot shot right up the middle for Bryn McCarthy, the junior. And she finds an RBI single of herself. 8-2 Spartans lead. Knights lead, rather. Yellow missed outside. Bagzowski, 1-0. Up at the plate for the Knights now, number 8, Lexi Kolensky. Chops that one over to Bagzowski. She fields it cleanly, sends it over to Stefanski. Immaculata gets out of that inning. Gill puts up their second inning of 3 runs and makes this a very commanding 8-2 game. Immaculata coming to bat in the bottom of the 6th. Gonna have to make up some serious ground here with only 2 innings left to play.
One, two, three,
Let's go, Nine!
2, 3, 4. Gary! Thanks again, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Well, that's why I'm leaving, because I want to have somebody to kick. I want to have somebody to beat up tomorrow. Gary, thanks again.
Here we go, guys! Go, girls!
Go, Knight. Come on, Adam.
As we bring you back live here to Diamond Nation. Quick 1 pitch out there for the Knights. The bottom of the 6th. Molly Ferrer sent that one back out into left field.
Another really well hit ball by Molly. Unfortunately, just can't find a gap to place it in, but great contact again.
Yeah, so
That was not Molly.
yeah, it was actually Ava Giglio. Molly
Ava,
Ferrer was on
yes.
deck, but nevertheless, I would expect Molly to come up with some decent contact here. She has a 2-0 count, a hitter's count. Slaps that one over to the right side of the field. And a clean second out for Gill. Both of these teams so far have making quick work of their first couple outs. It's usually just getting that third out, which is kind of the tried and true moment of of every game.
Of course.
Nice changeup drops in
Yeah,
there.
that was nice.
Titsworth, and Balvey steps into the box. 1-1 count for her coming up here. Finds a strike on the outside corner. 1-2. Hot shot down the left side. That one's a few paces foul. Good contact there by Falvey. A little bit late on it. Couldn't keep it in play. One, two. And this is outside, 2-2. Titsworth has been throwing a stellar game so far. As that one's knocked just out of range of the second baseman, and Falvey finds a hit in that AB. Good piece of hitting by her and the Spartans. And the Spartans yet again try to make a little bit two-out magic with a base hit there. Immaculata sends them on over to the right side. Will it stay in play? Just finds its way over into the bullpen. 0-1 coming up. Number 30, Caroline Duffy, up at the plate for the Spartans. 0-1 count. Misses that one inside, 1-1. The 1-1's fouled over onto the baseball field where the state-ranked Spartans are practicing. And we have a 1-2 count. Smacked out into shallow center.
Oh, shoestring catch.
And running on is Pryor Brown to make the catch right at the bottom of her feet. Swell play there by the Knights. That's the end of the 6th inning. We're on to the 7th. No runs there for the Spartans. They're going to have some work in the bottom coming up. Welcome back to UCTV. Top 7 underway as the hero at the bottom of the 6th, Pryor Brown, steps into the box.
Yeah, she made an absolutely beautiful shoestring catch to end the inning. And I'll tell you, Jake, a six-run deficit, but to be honest with you, you know, it's only a couple minor miscues that really resulted in the majority of those runs, right? So, like a missed cutoff, you know, a bobble of a ball here or there, and really that's the difference.
Yeah, the cutoff was definitely a run. You know, there was a potential inning-ending double play over at short that led to all those runs scoring. So, I mean, the score does not really indicate how close this game has been, as Pryor Brown fouls that one back. 1-2 count coming up.
But I guess that's the game, right? That's how it happens.
Yes, that is very much the nature of the game. So 1-2 is popped on over. And a quick out for the Spartans. One out, nobody on. Scalfani steps back into the box. That one misses high, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. That one misses inside. 2-0 coming up. Yeah, Rob, and to the point you were making before, like we were saying, Pakzowski has thrown a pretty decent game so far. Only the last inning was a couple hits, pretty much barreled.
Yep.
The hit out to the 2-run double out in right center was a barreled ball,
Yep.
but the first 3, 4, 5 innings, all the hits were dinks, dunks,
Yep.
couple errors. So all in all, she's really pitched a pretty decent contest. Nothing to the likes of what Emily Titsworth has been able to do for the Knights today, but there's been definitely some quality defense on both sides, regardless of what the score has said, as far as the pitching is concerned. As she misses that one high, walks the runner, puts one on. One out, one on.
As we look at our second camera angle here, like to just take a moment to thank our camera person, Serafina Rosati, who's on location with us today. Thank you, Serafina, for helping us out again today. We appreciate it, and we hope to incorporate more and more of the IHS students into the operation and give us all a break here, Jacob.
Yeah, the more cameras, the better, and we always strive our best for your entertainment and viewing pleasure up at home. That one skied on over to the first baseman. And Stefanski easily ranges over and gets the second out. Kinley Weiss steps in. Zowski misses that one high, 1-0 count. Zowski toes the rubber, delivers. Hot shot off her glove, ricocheted on over, and they still make the out. Hard hit there. However, the Spartans were able to make the play off the deflection, so another weird one for the statisticians at home. 1-4-3 put out.
Yeah, that was a great play by the second baseman to be able to keep her bearings, grab it, and deliver the out at first.
Yep. Well, last rights for the Spartans coming up here in the bottom of the 7th. They have 3 outs to make up 6 runs. We'll be back with you momentarily.
Come on, Mac. Go, Mac. 1, 2, 3.
Good work, Mac.
Welcome back here for the bottom of the 7th. Immaculata. 3 outs they have left to score 6 runs here in the bottom of this 7th inning. Immaculata is going to send Emma Stefanski up to the plate to try and start off this much-needed rally. Coming to pitch for Gill St. Bernard's, number 6, McKinley Weiss, the sophomore. She's got 3 outs to go. The lefty southpaw for the Knights is going to try and get it done for the Knights here to take their 4th win of the season and improve to 4-1. See if they can get it done. Stefanski's going to be the first one to try and take that one off, as she looks at an opening strike from Weiss, a 1 count. Weiss looks in, delivers, misses that one outside, 1-1 count. One count here for Stefanski. Shoots that one up the gap, just beyond the reach of the shortstop. And Stefanski gets this rally going with a seeing eye single up the middle. And stepping in for the Spartans, it's going to be their catcher, number 88, Sofia Alcivar. She's going to try to keep it going. She waves at a low strike there, 0-1. The 0-1. Missed away, 1-1. Alcivar settles in. High pitch, sent out over into center. Almost beyond the reach. But that out is done. First out of the inning for Gill. 2 more outs. Approaching the box for the Spartans. Number 10, Reagan Kenny. Kenny takes that first one low for a ball. 1-0 count. Kinley Weiss looks in at her pitch, toes the rubber, delivers. High shot. Hit right over to the right fielder. Plays made out and right there by Reagan Scalfani. Immaculata is down to their final out. It's down to number 21, Caitlin Gillivray, junior for the Spartans, to keep this rally going. That one misses well high, 1-0. Weiss sets, delivers. This is that one outside, 2-0. Weiss delivers. This is that one low as well, 3-0. It's almost inevitable that McGillivray will probably be taking a pitch here, because number one most important thing that Immaculata needs right now is base runners. McGillivray takes that one. Started moving towards first, but they call that a strike. 3-1 count for McGillivray. Weiss gets ready. The pitch. Blows that one by McGillivray. 3-2 count. Spartans down to their final strike here at Diamond Nation. 3-2, 2 outs. The payoff pitch for Weiss. She sets. Strike 3 called. And that does it here. McGillivray Weiss. Kinley Weiss comes from a 3-0 count and strikes out McGillivray to end today's contest. 8-2 is your final here at Diamond Nation. Gill improves to 4-1 on the season. And Immaculata is going to drop their 4th game of the season down to 0-4. That does it here. Your final. 8-2 Gill. We're going to plug the Unitas Caritas Foundation once again. UC Foundation was created in 2018 by a group of proud Spartan alumni that was dedicated to preserving the proud Spartan tradition. They help with capital improvements of the school, do scholarships, and help bring you quality athletics here at the school. We very much appreciate each and every one of you for joining us here, contributing, commenting on our socials, and everything else in between. So, with such being said, we invite you to join us over at www.unitascaritas.com. Click and select Join the Club. Click the featured link. All it takes is a $19.66 monthly donation to help keep the Spartan tradition alive. We appreciate each and every one of you for listening and watching us here on UCTV, and we encourage you to help contribute to us and donate to help keep everything going along. Once again, that does it for your final here on UCTV. We are finalized here over at Diamond Nation. Go check out Diamond Nation for the home of all your Spartan athletics. That does it for us here. We'll be back with you a couple more times this week. Tuesday, we have girls lacrosse. And Thursday, I believe, we have another softball game to do. So, some activity going on here at the UCTV broadcast. As always, you can reach us over at www.spartanlivestream.com. And just remember, everyone's watching, even Grandma. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.